Alright, pinball fans, I'm going to do a quick video today. This is going to be just to update. This is if you already have your system set up, okay? If you already have Baller and B2S and all that, I will go back over it a little bit, but I'm going to show this on one screen, a higher resolution. That way you're going to be able to see what I'm clicking at and what I'm moving and everything. So this is just an update video. This is going to use all the files I have that I keep updated, and I will have in the comments below. Okay, so real quick, this is going to be a big quick update. First, you're going to go to Visual Pinball. You're going to go to Tables. All right, so number one, B2S server. We're going to grab all this. Okay, every bit of it. Put over here. This is going to update you to 64-bit too. All right, so you're going to replace the files. All right, once you do that, you got the B2S backglass server registration app. You're going to right click it, run as administrator. I've already done it, but it's asked me to register again. Just say yes, hit OK, yes, that's it. Alright, so now we're going to update the PUP system in Popper. So this is number 2 pinup system. Alright, so we're going to drag our plugins 64 over here, put it in our tables folder, and we're going to drag the pup register 64bit.bat and put it in here. Okay. Alright, then we're going to go out of our table folder, just back up one time. Alright, then we have V pin main folder. It's already right here. It's named the same thing. We're going to just drag it to the folder. It's going to overwrite. You can check it. Just open it up. You're looking for DMD device pup64.dll. See, right here. Alright, just make sure that's in there. Alright, so we'll go back to our tables folder where we put the registration app just now. It's called pup registers underscore 64.bat. You're going to right click it, run as administrator. Alright, just type in. The first time you run it, it might not pop anything. It actually works, but you just don't see it. But you could do it again just to make sure and just type in yes, hit enter. Alright, that registered that. You're going to take, we're down to number 3 now. Plugin 64.zip, open that up. There's a folder in here, plugin 64. Drag it into your tables folder and override. Basically, all that's doing, I'm adding direct output. So it's already going to have the DOF in here. This is a 64-bit direct output, but you need to take your if you have your DOF set up in 32-bit, you need to get the config files and put them in the 64-bit one to have DOF working. So basically, you need to set DOF up for 64-bit. I'm not doing that for you. I don't have DOF, so. Alright, we're going back. So now we're going to go back one more. We're going to go to the vpinmain folder. Alright. So we're mostly all the files are going. So we're on number 4. Open that up. We're going to grab all these. Drag them in. Replace. Alright. Number 5. Open that up. Grab all these. Drag them in. Now I already renamed the VPM alias, so it won't override yours. So you don't have to worry about it. That's what I'm saying. You can drag all these files. I tried to fix all this stuff for you. I renamed the files just in case you don't have these folders. I already added them for you. So it's the easiest it's going to get. Okay. Now once you drug those two in here, you got to go down to your setup. You're going to hit setup, install, okay, quit. Setup 64. Double click it, install. Yes. Alright, and on this one we're going to go ahead and check our defaults, make sure everything's still good. So go to setup defaults. And this is what it should look like. Skip, use sound, use samples, ignore ROM CRC, cabinet mode, if you're in cabinet mode. Use external DMD. We do not want show DMD. Colorize DMD, check. That way you can have color ROMs. And sound sampler and re-sampling quality on 1. Do not have alt sound mode, check. Do that per table and save per table. Don't have the overall one on 1 because that'll lower your overall ROM sound unless you have an alt sound folder. Okay, so it looks good. Needs to look just like that. Hit quit. Alright, so now we're on number 6. This is the new updated ROMs for the 3.6. So you're just going to scroll up. You're going to go into your ROMs folder. You're going to grab all these, drag them in, replace, just like that. Alright, come back to the VPN main folder. Alright, we're down to number 7. This is for the plugins. If you have an older setup, check your folder. Make sure you do not have Serum. You do not want Serum files. Okay? No Serum files in here. Alright. This is the Lucky's setup. So we don't need Serum files. And now you want to grab your DMD device.ini. You will not use this one anymore. Okay? I'm going to give you a new one. But take it out. That way you can have your numbers for where your monitor's at. Okay? For your DMD. Alright. So now we're going to open X86 color. We're going to grab all these. Alright, we're going to drag them in. Replace. Go back. Number 8. Grab all these. Drag them in. Replace. Alright. So all you got to do, we got a new DMD device.ini, and I pretty much set everything in here for you. So all you have to do, if you have like a real DMD or something, you'll have to enable it. But if you just have an LCD, it's already enabled for you. So you just need to go right here to where your DMD is, this part. You're going to open your old DMD device.ini. Alright, you got to separate these. Let's drag this one off of here. Okay. And basically all you have to fill out is your location. So we're going to scroll down here. So this is mine, X-axis. Mine's 51. So I'm just going to copy this. Paste it in. 5119. Okay. This is my DMD size. Copy. Paste it in. And this. Copy. Paste it in. Okay. Then your original DMD device.ini, you're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom to where you start seeing ZDMD, and then you're saved. You might have a whole bunch. This is just my my test server. So what I'm going to do, I only have 3 tables on here. But what you're going to do, you're going to copy them all. So if there's 3 or 100, you just scroll all the way down. You're going to highlight all of it. Right click, copy, and you scroll to the bottom of this one. You're going to paste it in. Okay, that'll be all of your saved DMD locations. All right, so close, save, close. We ain't worried about that one no more. All right. So now we're still in the VPN main folder. We're going to open this one up. We're on number 9, Flex DMD. Going to grab all this, drag it in, replace. Alright. Now, Flex DMD UI.exe. We're going to run that. Alright, now when you run this, the top 2 should be green, but the bottom 2 will be red. Okay? You're just going to hit register, register. Make sure everything's green. Green's good, green's go. Alright, so that's installed. I'm going to go back. Alright, so now we're going to back up one from VPN main to the regular Visual Pinball folder. Alright, this is where your EXEs are. So now we're on number 10. Open that up, grab these, drag them in, override. Number 11. Grab these, drag them in, override. I'm telling you, this is simple. You guys, anybody can do this. Alright, we're on number 12 already. This is the new updated 10.8. This is the DX version. Open this up, grab all these, drag them in, override. Oh, yeah, just override. Now the GL, open that up. Do not skip any steps that I'm doing. I'm telling you. It will not hurt anything to have all these in here. Alright, replace. Drag them in. Alright, see that? We just did 10.7 32-bit, 10.7 64-bit, 10.8 DX 64-bit, and then 10.8 OpenGL 64-bit. We have them all in here now, okay? All of them in here. They all have, I already have them renamed. So your brand new EXE that will run everything is going to be the vPinball X.exe. You're going to have vPinball X86.exe. That's going to be for Ghostbusters. And then you're going to have your vPinball X GL64 to run the new 10.8. Or you can try DirectX one, either one. But I prefer the GL one. I'll show you some settings to use. Okay, so now we've did that. We're going to back up one more. We're going to go to Pinup System. Okay, then we're going to go to Recordings. Alright, now we're on number 14. Open that up and copy these, drag them in there. Replace. Well, you might not have, yeah, but just replace. Okay, that's it. We just did all that setup, updated 64-bit, everything. Alright, now number 15 is if you go to launch Pinup Popper and you get some kind of error about VCL, whatever, if you have some kind of runtime error, open this up. Open this up. You have every one of the C++. So basically all you got to do is click this install all bat. You can go ahead and run that. It's going to install every one of them. Reboot your computer after you've installed them all and then come back. Okay. Now like I said, this was in case you have everything already set up. Like you was already playing 32-bit. You had it all set up. Okay. Well now, since we updated everything, you're going to have to go back and in your Visual Pinball, in your tables folder, we will run and check up your B2S server. Okay, so here's your we're going to run the B2S underscore screen res identifier. I'll get it out. Run that. It's going to open up. You're going to pick what kind of setup you have. 1, 2, or 3 screens. Alright, got 3 screens. You can't see this, but basically you need to go to your back glass. You need to check back glass is full sized. Okay. And then on your DMD, if you have a third DMD, you want to go over here and you want to, it'll say like your current screen size. Say like mine's 1920 by 1080. Right under that we'll have DMD locations. You want to make that 0 and 0. DMD location 0, 0, okay? And then in DMD size, you put in what the resolution is, or whatever you want it to be, okay? So in my DMD size, I'm going to put 1920 by 1080, okay? And that's going to fill that screen up. Then once I do all that, I'm going to come back. I'm going to hit Save Settings. Settings are saved. And then I'm going to close it out. It's just like that. So now you have B2S set up. You've got color DMD. You have everything. Everything's updated to 64-bit. That's it. I mean, we can test it out here. You won't be able to see my other screens because, like I said, I'm trying to keep this um, high resolution so it looks good for you. But anyway, there's that. Okay, I will do the setup. So this is a regular. Let's go back. We'll do this. Go to Visual Pinball folder where your EXEs are. Okay, we're going to run the vpinballx.exe. That's just the normal one. We're going to hit Preferences. We're going to go to Video Graphics Options. Make sure that this is on the correct screen. Alright, it's on your primary one. It'll have the little asterisk. Make sure your resolution's right. Make sure you click this. If your setup was already working, all this should already be set up. Okay, so just make sure you have all these settings. One. If you're going to run, make sure you check full exclusive full screen for 10.7. So make sure that's checked when you're actually playing. But if you're doing adjustments and messing with F1 and stuff like that, you want to uncheck that. Okay. So now the new GL one, we're going to have to set that up. If you had your controls set up, you might want to open this one up. So keys, all right, you got our controls. The problem is with this new one, you're going to have to set it up again. So these settings are completely different. So let's click the GL version. All right. To get that, I don't like that pop-up where it pops up straight into your tables folder. It's supposed to pop up into your tables folder. I close that. So go to Preferences, Editor UI Options, uncheck autosave every 10 minutes, uncheck Start VP File Dialog, Open Directly to Play Table. Alright, so I want to take that off. Now we're going to go to Preferences, Video and Graphics. Alright, so we want cabinet mode. We do not want exclusive full screen. We want window mode for GL. So we're going to do 16.9 landscape. Make sure your resolution's right. Okay. You want to put it on frame pacing. Alright, 0. Quality FXAA. We want bloom filter to work. If you're having some lagging or something, you can uncheck this and check this. You can try that. But for global, I would set it like this. You want static and then static with balls. Unlimited. If you have a decent system, make this global. So we're going to hit OK. That's global, right? So when I open it up, that's what it'll be. Now, if you open up a table and it's laggy for some reason, you have to have a table loaded. So let's load one. So File, Open. I got to go to my tables folder the first time. So I go to C, Hard Drive, vPin Main, Visual Pinball, Tables. All right. So here's my tables. A new table, 10.8. What do we got? What is 10.8? Police Force. Open it up. All right. So let's just say that I had some lagging issues or stutter with Police Force. We go to Video Options. Now I can check specific table override. So I can check this. I can uncheck filtering, turn bloom off, sample, all this extra stuff. You could just try different settings, but you can turn that off, and then you can save override. That'll save per that table. Okay. Cancel. But yeah, we do want same thing. You want to go in here and make sure your the right monitor is selected. You want to make sure that you're in window mode for GL, not full screen. You want to make sure you're in cabinet mode, frame pacing. Just check out these settings. This is what you want. This is for 3D, so don't mess with none of this unless you're trying to mess with 3D. Alright, we're going to hit OK. I'll just show you how it plays. I might flash a little bit with GL, but there you go. It don't fill up the screen, so if you wanted to, you could, since that was made on an older version of 10.8, you can take and hit F6 and then resize it and save it per that table. Alright. So that's it. That's all your set. Oh, your keys. That's what I was gonna do. I forgot. Let's open GL up. Make sure our keys, preferences. Go down to configure keys. See there, like here's mine. 5, 6, 10, 11. They're all missing. So I have to put them in. Just copy your 10.7 keys over to your new one. Okay, just do that. Whatever you have. All the way down. Okay. Main one is they give you some extra ones too. You don't have to worry about up, down, left, right, all that unless you just want to put them in. Main thing we need the lockdown fire button. There we go. And then when you get done, just okay, save it. That'll be it. You are fully updated. We'll try pin-up popper. Make sure the front end works, just to show it.
Please wait. I am now loading up the game. Have fun.
Alright, there it is. Oh, I gotta add another quarter. Alright. Alright, guys. That's it. That's a fully updated 64-bit using all my files step by step. You can do it. There's no time like the present. Till next time.